Hi, I'm Zoë Kontes, and I'm an associate professor of classics and chair of the classics department at Kenyon College. And I spent my junior year from Bowdoin College at CYA in 94 and 95. I was planning on being an English major at Bowdoin, but I knew that I wanted to go to Greece to study abroad because I'd been to Greece with my yaya when I was 12 and I always wanted to go back. So I decided to be a classics major and to go to Athens. And my professors at Bowdoin recommended CYA as the best program to study at. I loved all my classes at CYA. I have such wonderful memories of class trips to museums and sites with Professor Diamond and Marinatos, and reading Latin with Professor Raish in the National Garden, and practicing modern Greek with Mamiga. I still remember the dialogues from the textbook that she had written. Po argisa yasu. As a student, I worked in the CYA library. At the time, CYA was in a wonderful old house with a lovely garden and a grand wooden staircase, and there was a desk at the top of the stairs where I sat and did whatever it was that I did, checked out books, I guess, and answered the phone. And I made about 500 drachmas a week, which was about enough for 2 beers. During the year, I also traveled to Istanbul with CYA friends on Thanksgiving break, all across Europe during winter break. CYA even set us up with lodgings on Christmas at the Swedish Classical Institute in the gardens of the Villa Borghese, which was just incredible, gorgeous. And we went on a trip to Egypt with Professor Marinatos. With friends, I went to lots of islands. We spent the night on a beach in lovely green Skopelos, and we piled all 5 of us into a tiny rental car and drove across the Peloponnese to Zakynthos. It was just a really wonderful time. We loved to host gatherings at our CYA apartment on Dino Kratus, which at one time had been the headquarters of the school. Mr. Phil and Marielle even agreed to come over to dinner one night, and we didn't have a dining room table, so we rigged one up using a bedboard from under one of our mattresses. I have no idea what we fed them on that bedboard. Pasta, probably, because we didn't really know how to make much else. But they were very gracious guests, and we were very honored to have them and very relieved that they survived dinner on a bedboard. We also loved going to outdoor cinemas in Athens, and I brought lots of movie posters in Greek home with me. But aside from memorabilia, I took with me a lifelong love of Athens, of Greece, of CYA, and some of my most beloved friends. It would be easier for me to say how studying at CYA didn't affect my life. I can't really imagine my world without it. I was a classics major, but it was my year at CYA that opened my eyes to the incredible material culture of the Greek world. After graduating from Bowdoin and teaching high school Latin and French for a few years, I applied to graduate school with really the ultimate goal of getting back to Athens. During my time at Brown, working on a PhD in Old World Archaeology, I was lucky enough to spend 2 years at the American School of Classical Studies in Athens, living 1 year just a few blocks away from my old CYA apartment in Kolonaki, and another year in Pangrati, close by the current CYA headquarters near the Kalimarmaro. After teaching Latin and Greek archaeology at Duke for 3 years, that was my first job, I came to Kenyon, where I've been teaching since 2007. It's a real thrill for me to send my own students to CYA because I know what a fabulous experience they'll have. I also had the opportunity to teach a summer course at CYA, which was so much fun. I taught a version of a course I teach at Kenyon called Illegal Antiquities, in which we explore issues of looting and antiquities trafficking and repatriation and cultural heritage management. I also have a podcast focused on these issues. It's called Looted, and you can find it anywhere you listen to podcasts, or you can just go to lootedpodcast.org if you're interested. I was very honored to be asked to join CYA's Board of Trustees as an alumna member, and it is an incredibly caring and brilliant group of people who all have the best interests of CYA and its students at heart. I feel very privileged to have been involved in many different aspects of the institution, of such a wonderful institution, from student to faculty to board member. Although my time on the board is coming to an end soon, my involvement with CYA will continue. I'm currently raising money for a scholarship in honor of my brother, who also attended CYA for a year, so that future students can learn to love CYA and Greece as he did. You can find information about it on the CYA website.